You thought that Advent was about preparing for Christmas. The sentimentality and the beauty of that baby in the crib. Instead, we enter the season of Advent with this rather ominous look at the world and what is coming, but meant ultimately to assure us that what is coming is the Son of Man in glory. It's our redemption. We're preparing, obviously, for this season of Christmas. The church reminds us we're also preparing day by day for the arrival of Christ, here and now, and someday at the end. Time of preparation. I suspect that all of you appreciate new beginnings, a chance to begin again. I need those moments because time and time again, I have grown kind of drowsy. I have let the daily anxieties overwhelm. And so I need opportunities to begin again. St. Francis of Assisi famously for saying, brothers, up until now we have done nothing. Let us begin again. That's a saint who thinks he has done nothing, but he has that sense that we've got to keep beginning again. We're never finished. Life is never complete. The opportunity to begin again is offered to us with the season of Advent. There's so many experiences we know when, thank God, we have a chance to begin again. The person who has been through treatment for cancer and now is free. That's got to be a sense of beginning again. When someone has attempted to take their own life and now are alive, beginning to take hold again, that person has got to have a sense of how good it is to begin again. When for all your efforts you have not succeeded, in fact, you've left a trail of failures, sometimes in relationships, sometimes in the things we've tried to do. Goodness knows how good it is to sense, I'm going to start over. I can begin again. That's part of the message of Advent, that we are given this first day of this new year in the church. It's a chance to begin again. Yes, we're preparing for Christmas. Many of you have already been busy decorating. Certainly, Brother Tim has been busy decorating. But I'm sure many of you already have the lights strung on the outside of the house. Some of you have got Christmas trees up. You're beginning to plan, or have already begun baking Christmas cookies, planning celebrations. Those preparations for the feast of Christ's birth are certainly real and good. But we also want to be careful that we don't allow all of that to so blur our vision that we're not also seeing this as a season of interior renewal. What do I need to do to allow the presence of Christ to come to me again, new and fresh? Advent is very much that season of renewal. It has so much beauty in its lights and its music and all of the fanfare around our families and friends, excitement, gift giving, gift receiving. The same time, we're not just preparing for Christmas 2021. We're preparing for the coming of Christ. Preparing for the coming of Christ into our world, who is already present. St. Paul said in the second reading to the Thessalonians, I see you're already doing good. You're already doing good. He says, do more good. Do even better. Apply yourself even more to those works of mercy. And I know that's true of so many of you in the season of Advent. You're not just thinking about what I'm going to get my kids or what I'm going to buy for my special friend. You're not just thinking about gifts for the family. You're also conscious of the poor and the needy. There is always a great outpouring during this season for those who are the reflection of Christ in the world. If you believe Jesus, you want to know where you will find him. It's not just an image lying in a crib, but it's the brothers and sisters who are hungry, thirsty, ill-clad, homeless, sick, and in prison. If you want to know Christ, if you really want to know Christ, make sure you're looking into the eyes of those who are some of the most needy people in our world. Do not look exclusively at the host that is placed in your hand at communion time to know him. You also need to look for him in the hearts and eyes of our brothers and sisters. We must never grow drowsy to the needs of those around us. This is a season of great hope for me, because I've left a trail of failures myself. Good intentions, my goodness, do I have them. You know, we do them in January, we do them every time we have to pick ourselves up from slipping into another addiction again, try again. We all have a trail of failures and disappointments and things we haven't succeeded at. So I woke up this morning hopeful. I woke up this morning with, I can begin again. The heck with what has fallen behind me. God is giving me another opportunity to begin again, to try to surrender myself to the loving presence of Christ. To make not just a bunch of resolutions, but, because I'll fail again and again anyway, but a chance to let me give this again my best effort, but not just my effort. Let me just open myself up to the grace of God, to work that grace in me as I go now through this season of Advent, preparing for the coming of Christ. Yes, our celebration of the feast of Christmas. Also, Christ coming day by day in our lives. And I want to be ready to meet him today. And certainly, I want to be ready to meet him on that last day, whenever that last day is. The little prayer I began with, our Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy, was a prayer prayed by one of our friars as he neared death. Lord, come when you are ready, and make me ready when you come. I'm not on my own doing this. I'm surrendering to the grace of Christ to make me ready, to enable me to more fully embrace my life as it is, and to embrace today as a chance to begin again.